Okay, great. So I wanted to take a moment today to go over a couple of things with you. And I'll ask you a question just so I make sure I go in the right direction. When you were at your friend's house, were you there just to visit her or were you there
Yes.
to do an appointment?
No, was visiting her and taking in a good way advantage to let her know that I can do final expenses for her too.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Can
Hmm.
I share some, can I be, and if I ever say something you don't understand, you tell us, please, because I know your English is very good. But tell us
Trying,
because that's why Iceland's
trying
here.
to, yeah, trying to
She's
improve too.
she's been dealing with me for a long time, so even if I don't make sense, she probably understands what other people don't understand. Plus,
Thank you for sharing that.
yeah, plus she did life insurance too, and she's actually licensed.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome, Aislinn. Yeah,
she just did her continuing education like a couple months back. Um,
wonderful.
yep. Um, my what I know, here's my me being very straightforward, like to the point. No sugarcoating, like no like oh, like me just telling you how it is. Um, that girl, even though she's your friend, I know you weren't there on the intention to just sell her life insurance. But what I would like to impart is a couple of things. One would be if you're going to try to sell her a policy, there's something I like to really do when it comes to people I know. Because you
Okay.
personally know her. Did she ever buy life insurance from you before?
Yes.
Okay, so she's already your client.
Yes.
Was she your friend before she was your client?
Yes.
Okay, so you have a different relationship with her than you might have with some of the future clients you're going to get. They will be first a prospect. You'll sell them a policy, and then they'll become your friend in the process. I have a lot of clients like that. It's different with your friend, but what you have to do with your friend is this, okay? When they're your
Mhm.
friend. This is my
I'm going to
opinion.
take note also.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm also recording
Mhm.
this.
Oh, perfect. Much
Another
better.
another thing I'm
Yeah.
doing is I can make this thing take notes right now on everything I say. How about this? Don't take notes
Hmm.
if you don't want to.
Thank you. Much
If
better.
Yeah, because I don't know if you can see this, but I'm recording everything I say is being transcribed right now,
Yes.
and I can give it to you in writing.
Thank you
Okay,
so
so
much.
yeah, you're welcome. So here, long story short, when you're selling to someone that you know, I've done this dozens of times, and I've sold nearly 3,000 life insurance policies. And I'm up there in the rankings in our company. Like so t the price group, the little logo by my head, has
Yes.
1,300 agents.
Wow.
300 of them to 400 of them are writing on a monthly basis every month. And I'm in the top
Wow.
10. I'm actually in the top five.
That's wonderful.
And I work at the org.
Okay.
So I'm only saying that to say I only like to listen to people that are better than me. Like when I study people, I study the best people in the business. And I know that they know what they're talking about because I can tell real quick if they don't, because I know what I'm doing. So please take this as it doesn't have to be set in stone in terms of the advice that I give, but maybe keep it in mind if it's something that you think could work for you, and apply. What I do is like, let's say I'm talking to my mom and you see me have a hat on. Mom, I'm your
Okay.
son. Mom, I'm your son, and I love you. And can you let me pretend like you're my client and I have a job to do? All right, Mom, I'm the agent. I put my hat on. I'm an agent right now. I'm going to go through my presentation with you. Okay, I am your friend, but right now just pretend I'm not.
Got
Is
you.
that
Got you.
okay?
Got it.
And I'll
Yes, I
laugh
got
with them and we'll joke about it. Is that okay with you?
it.
And they'll
Hmm.
say, yeah. Okay, good. So I'm going to ask you some questions. They might be a little uncomfortable, but it's part of my job. And I roll my sleeves up. I'm even doing it right now. I wasn't even thinking about it, but I'm like, my
I'm
sleeves are
going
down. I'm going to like, okay, here we go.
I'm going to copy everything from you.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, so she basically, when you were in the house, what I would have liked to happen in my position is I was sitting right here at my computer the whole day.
Okay,
What you
great.
should do is call me.
Okay,
Hey, I want to ask my senior underwriter a question. And I'm going to say, Margarita, like, say this, say that.
okay.
Because you were with your friend for like 5 hours.
I got you.
I, you have to, I can't, if you spend 20 minutes with a client, that's too short. If you
Okay.
spend 5 hours with the client, that's too long. The sweet spot is about 40 minutes to like a
Mhm.
maximum of an hour and 20 minutes. 40 minutes is not too fast, it's not too slow. So when you do your presentation, you have to do your presentation in a short period of time. Your presentation really would be like 5 to 12 to 15, 20 minutes max. The rest is questions and her telling you. And so I'll take a moment to go through a script in English that I have in writing, which will translate to Spanish after this moment. So let me
Okay.
just minimize this.
Mhm.
And I'll give you some data.
Mhm.
And I'd like for you, let me just see if I can share my screen.
I really like everything that you are telling to me because that's the way that I learn and improve, develop myself.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes,
It's
and I
true.
was needing that for so long.
Well, I'm glad to help. That's what I do. I've done it for many
Mm-hmm.
people, and those
Mm-hmm.
people are doing really well right now. I have a friend in particular
Great.
who is just absolutely so thankful because him and his wife are able to do anything they want to do financially because I started him in this business. His name is John. I'll tell you
Mm-hmm.
more about John later. So
Mm-hmm.
this is a script that I started out with that we honed over the number of years. It's worked for thousands and thousands of agents from all different backgrounds and environments. I will
Good.
get this script translated for you into Spanish,
Thank
Latin
you.
American Spanish. Okay, so I'm gonna just quickly go through this with you, and I'll try to treat you like you're on the phone with me a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
it could also work in person, okay?
Okay.
So I would say like um so my name's Griffin and I work with the Price Group. This is why this needs to be fixed. And the reason I
Mm-hmm.
was, the reason I wanted to go over this with you was because, it seems like you wanted to cover your funeral expenses.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? Is that something that she wanted to do? Can you pretend like you're her?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, that's something that I'm looking for. It's so important to me.
okay, now would you be okay with doing a cremation, Margarita?
Because of my religion, I cannot do cremation. I need to do um,
And that's
like a
her.
service in my church and all of that stuff. If you can help me
Okay.
with that, please.
Yeah. And that's her, right? You're being
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So we can't really, because cremations are about $2,500, right?
Oh, I know. I didn't know that.
But since you're not going to do a cremation, we won't even talk about that. A burial, you can't get it done less than about $8,000.
Wow.
So we need at least $8,000 for your burial. Was there
Now
any
I
particular
know.
was there
Mm,
any particular reason why you want 20 or 25,000?
yes, I was like going around some places, this funeral home close to my home, and they say that at least I needed 25. So I don't have 25 right now.
Okay.
And I just know that if something happens, I need to have that money in order for my family to do not pay that amount for me.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that with me. So when you go to funeral homes, let's agree on maybe we can agree on one thing. They are a profit business. They
Okay.
are there to make money, unfortunately. And I mean, they have to pay the bills and stuff like that and pay their employees, but
Okay.
they're not a nonprofit.
Okay.
So they're there to make money. Now there is a website called Funeralocity. You can write that down if you want, like
Mm-hmm.
funeralocity.com. You can Google it, and they will give you the lowest prices in the area
Okay.
for funerals. And funerals can be as low, like a burial can be like $5,000. If you want to do a ceremony, seven, eight, nine, $10,000. If you want a really nice funeral, 12, 15, $18,000.
That
Now,
worries me is I don't know if you can help me to put my body in my country because I am alone here and all my family is in Cuba.
and that's what she
So
said.
yeah.
Wow. So that's
Hmm.
going to cost a lot of money.
My gosh.
I mean, shipping a dead body overseas is not going to be cheap. And I would say that to the client. Now, I also asked permission to talk to them this way. Like, Margarita, is it okay if I be completely honest with you and just tell you the truth the way that I would want someone to tell it to me? Is that okay
Mm-hmm.
with you? And 99% of the time they're going to say yes. I want you to tell me the truth. Tell me how it is. That way when I say the things that I'm going to say, it's a very I'm comfortable having this conversation because I'm like the insurance doctor. I have the
Okay.
license. I have the training. I know what I'm doing. I have this conversation a dozen times a day. They don't. I talk
Eh,
about this all day long, 40 hours a week, and you only have to talk about it one time in your entire life. But I have this conversation 40 times a week, so forgive me if I'm a little bit blunt, if I'm a little bit uh, not sensitive or whatever. I do have empathy. I show that I understand and care. I'm not going to be like, oh, you poor baby. Like in American culture, it's a little different than Latin American culture, but
mm-hmm.
still, like, I still don't believe in sympathy. Like, I can
Mm-hmm.
care
Great.
and take care of you and understand where you come from, but I don't need to be like, oh, you poor thing.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell people I'm sorry that you had to go through something like that. I can only imagine what it was like to go through something so terrible. That's my understanding. That's empathy. So with that
Mm-hmm.
being said, I will be showing that throughout the call. So I just took a pause for a moment, but what I want to do is be very direct, and I know what I'm talking about. Funerals are $8,000 to $12,000. How much is a funeral? $8,000 to $12,000. It depends on how fancy you want to be. She might need to
Mm-hmm.
step away. It's fine. It depends on what
Mm-hmm.
kind of break. It depends on what kind of things you want for your funeral. It depends on and you're gonna hear people chime in. They're gonna say, "Oh, I don't really want a fancy funeral. I just want to get my body buried and I want to make sure my body's buried in my home country." And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and I would ask them, "Hey, is that absolutely like you are not gonna settle for less? Do you have to do that?" If the answer is yes, then I've got to get a policy big enough to take care of that for her.
Okay.
If the answer is no, I don't really care, as long as we do a burial, even if it's in the area here, I would be okay with that. Okay. Okay. So then we know where her mind is at. You know what I know about why we didn't make the sale that day?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't
Let
want
me
to
know.
think about it until Monday.
Yeah, she
That's
insists.
that's not that's not the
Mm-hmm.
that's not the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you absolutely are certain about something, you
Mm-hmm.
don't need to think about it.
Okay.
When you know 100% what you're going to do or what you should do, you just do it.
Yes,
The
that's true.
added time is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying she's a bad person or she's dishonest. I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah,
I'm
no, it's for
simply
business. Mm-hmm.
I'm just simply saying she's not fully sold.
Okay.
But why? We don't know. So that's why I was sending you all those questions.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes if we don't find out, sometimes I will say this, sometimes no matter what we do, they're going to put it off.
Okay.
But if we do a good enough job in our presentation and we do it flawlessly, we have a better chance of getting to the end and we just do it
Griffin, can you say what is flawlessly?
flawlessly.
Flawlessly. Mm-hmm.
Flawlessly is when you do something without any mistakes at all, where it
Like
flows
with a lot of
perfect,
experience.
when it flows perfectly. So this is kind of why we're looking at a script, which, we can practice. Um, for example, I'm just going to stop sharing and I'm going to talk to you. So we really only reach out to people for two reasons, Margarita.
Mm-hmm.
The first is to see what's available to you. I've got
Mm-hmm.
15 companies. I can look at them all and see who's going to do the best for you. The second reason is to see, um, sorry, the first reason we call for two reasons. One is to see exactly what plans and discounts are available for you. And number two is to see exactly what your needs are.
Mm-hmm.
So one is qualification. What can you actually get based on your health? Two is what your needs are. So the needs
Mm-hmm.
is we're going over all that. She wants to be buried in Cuba. She wants to be buried. She doesn't want to be cremated.
Mm-hmm.
I need to really find out though how vital, like vital meaning if I don't solve that, we don't get a sale. If the
Understood.
policy's too expensive, we don't get a sale. So if she thinks she needs a $20,000 policy and she can't really afford it, she's not gonna buy it. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
I can get her an $18,000 policy, a $15,000 policy, and it solves the need,
Mm-hmm.
now we've met here and we can go get that sale.
Got it.
So she, there's something she's not sold on. Either she can't afford $100 a month, which I have a hard time believing anyone can't afford that. But maybe she can't. Maybe she can't.
Mm-hmm.
My clients live on a fixed income. They're on Social Security. Is that what you're on, ma'am?
Yes, she's in Social Security.
So you live on a
Mm-hmm.
fixed income like most of my clients do.
Mm-hmm.
My job is to save you as much money as I can and get you the most amount of coverage that I can. And I have 15 companies, so I can look at all of them for you over here. So that way you don't got to go talk to 15 different people to get the same information that I can get you.
That's awesome.
Aflac is the lowest price, by the way. There is not a better price than Aflac. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
exist.
Okay.
Now you have coverage right now. When is that coverage going to end? When will
I
your
want
coverage?
that forever.
No, but when is your coverage going to end? Because you have term, right?
Yeah, yeah,
When is it going
yeah.
to end?
I never asked her that question, but it was me. I will looking at least for 15 years
Yeah,
right
so
now.
can we both agree that you're going to live to be past the age of 80?
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Mm.
average woman in America lives to be 83 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a
It's true.
99% chance that you're not going to get this money in your policy paid out to you. But good job on having the coverage because if something does happen, God forbid, then you'll be covered. But there is a 99% chance that this policy will not pay out. Not because they won't pay you, but because you're going to live more than 15 years. And this is a
Okay.
fact. This is a fact. You can look up on Google how many term insurance policies pay out. 98% of term policies don't pay out
Wow.
because they live past the term. That's how the insurance company makes money. Otherwise, they would go out of business.
Wow.
Okay. That's why we're going to get you a whole life policy. The price does not change. It builds cash value. Down the road, if you needed to borrow money from the policy, you could do that.
Oh, wow.
I had a lady call me, she had the policy for 5 years. Her roof had a tree branch hit the roof and it knocked a little hole in there, and then she got a little leak in her roof.
Goodness.
She didn't have homeowners insurance because her house was paid off. She borrowed $3,000 from her life insurance policy and fixed the roof. And then she paid it back later.
Wow.
That's something I would tell the client so they know what this isn't just money you're paying into something that you never get to use. This is money you can use while you're alive. But if God forbid we lose you, your family's going to get $20,000. Now, the whole time I'm doing this presentation,
Mm-hmm.
we're not going to get off onto these other topics. We're not going to get sidetracked. You're not going to talk to her about life insurance at 12 and then at 4 p.m. you're talking to her about life insurance again. We're going to do a presentation until it's done.
Okay.
And when I start it, I'm going to go until I'm done. And then when I'm done, I'm done. And then we can talk about everything else.
Okay.
That's the point. The reason why I'm talking to you like this is because you
Mm-hmm.
messaged me at about 12 o'clock about your friend.
Exactly.
And then at 4
Yeah,
o'clock, you're asking me questions about it again.
that's right.
And then somewhere along the line, you asked me questions so you asked me kind of questions throughout the day, which meant to me it got brought up a few times throughout the day,
That's
right?
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we just going to do a presentation, and you
Okay.
you might have to tell her, listen, you're my friend. You know that, right? But I do want to just present this to you like I would anybody else. I don't want to treat you different than I would everybody else that I'm going to show this to. And that's when I do my cycle,
Mm-hmm.
start,
Mm-hmm.
change, stop. And that's it.
Perfect. Okay.
That's important
Okay.
because when you're on a call with anyone, there will be things that try to throw you off of that pathway. My longest presentation is 2 hours. Horrible. It makes me feel bad just telling you about it. Too long.
Okay.
Too
Mm-hmm.
long. Too many things were interruptions
Mm-hmm.
that cause me to not get the product. Very rarely have I done a presentation that long and got a sale. In fact, I'll spend 2 hours and then not get the sale. It's horrible. It's a nightmare. Nobody
Yeah.
should spend 2 hours and not get a sale. Now, I understand you're visiting your friend. That's not a problem. But if you're going to visit your friend and then do a presentation and then be done with
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah.
And then call me. If you run into trouble, hey, I got my senior underwriter. I want to make
Mm-hmm.
sure I'm getting you all the plans and discounts that are available for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if there's certain things you don't want her to hear, then don't let her hear it. I can say, you're in front of her right now, aren't you? Yeah, good. Just listen to the sound of my voice. Ask this question. Did you ask the
Mm-hmm.
question? Yes, I did. Good. What did she say? She said da 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 da. Okay. And then I'm gonna be there. I mean, you can put me on speaker. If her English is good enough,
Mm-hmm.
put me on speak. Hey, Miss Jones. Hey, how are you? Boom, I come in. I'm the authority. Hey, this is Griffin. He's amazing. He knows what he's talking about. Da, 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 da. You probably learned this at
Mm-hmm.
Primerica.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to
Uh-huh.
build up the leader.
Yeah, but not in English, just in Spanish. So, of
That's fine.
course, if I'm going to do a presentation in English, I know that I will need it in my short.
Even then though,
Mhm.
I could listen to her tone of her voice and know, and I can understand
Mhm.
some of what she says. And you could just have a little, all I need is two or three questions to be asked.
Mhm.
I would say 3 to 5 questions is all I'm going to try to do between you and her.
Mhm.
You feed me what she says. I tell
Mhm.
you what to say. You tell me what she says. I tell you what to say.
Mhm.
And we could do that a few times. and I'll know right away whether we have a chance or not.
Awesome. Yeah.
Is there anything other than this is an important question. You can write it
Mm-hmm.
down if you want, but I got the note taker taking notes. Is
Yeah.
there anything other than price that would keep you from doing this today?
No.
Then let's do it. Is the price
Let's
too
do.
expensive?
Mm-hmm.
I would ask,
Yeah.
is it too high? Is it just between you and me? Listen, it's okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
expensive to live right now. See, I'm letting her off the hook. My clients live on a fixed income. She'll say, "Oh, I live on the fixed income," in Spanish. I live on a limited budget.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Sí. Mm-hmm.
okay. Most of my clients do. That's exactly who I help. And that's who this is for. And by the way, have you seen those commercials on TV?
Mm-hmm.
See, oh yeah, da 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 da. Da. Oh, like I heard about this discount and this price. Have you ever wondered why it sounded too good to be true? Oh yeah, what? Yeah, I always thought they'll either say one of two things. That's
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. I don't pay attention to that bullshit. I don't pay attention to that. Or they'll say, "Yeah, tell me. It sounds really good. Like tell me about it." Yeah, well, this is the catch. This is what they don't tell you. Da 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 da. Colonial Pen. Have you ever heard of Colonial Pen?
Yes, in
It's on
YouTube.
TV all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know why it sounds really good, but it's not?
Why?
It's expensive. But I heard it was only $9.95. It's only $9.95 for $1,000.
Oh,
So
goodness.
for that's one unit. You would need 30 units to get to 30,000. That's $300 a month. I can
Hmm.
get you a way better price. Listen, if I can't get you the best deal, I don't know who else can. That's my job. That's my entire job. You have to
Hmm.
eliminate the other choices from their mind.
Okay.
You have to get rid of the data de falso, false data,
Um, mm-hmm. Okay.
right? Does that make sense in Spanish?
Yes, that
Data
makes a
de
lot of
falso?
sense.
You have
I
to
love the
eliminate
strategy. Yeah.
the
And
colonial
it's
pen
true.
is false data,
Mm-hmm.
globe life, false data, term. Globe life is term. If the price is better, it's term. We don't do term when you're over 50.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because I want to make sure you guys get paid. Term? Has anyone ever told you the difference between term?
Never.
Term is temporary. It's like a president. Temporary.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't last long. It's going to end in 4 years.
Okay.
Whole life is permanent. It's going to be there for your burial. 100%. You just got to make your payment. It builds cash inside. You can borrow money out of it. We
I
don't
love
do
that.
term.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it because she's not a term prospect. She would actually get declined for term. She is a
Mm-hmm.
type 2 diabetic. Does she
Yeah.
take insulin?
Mm-hmm.
She takes
Wow.
insulin?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Decline. No term
Wow.
insurance will cover her.
Yes, that's true.
So even
The
if she
term
wanted to
insurance
get
is
term, she
important.
can't get term. So we don't do term when you're over 50. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to expire. You need to pay for your burial.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't pay for your burial, how else are we going to pay for it?
Exact.
And that's a question you have to ask, right?
Yes, right.
Do you have a
Mm-hmm.
savings plan for your burial?
Yeah. I need to copy in all that script and do the same. Yeah,
Well,
for each customer.
yeah, let's say though that she
Mm-hmm.
says, I have savings to pay for my burial.
Okay.
That's great. Good for you. Most people are they're terrible savers. Good job on, I validate, good job on being able to save up all that money. That's amazing. Well done. And I mean that. And then, because it's true, most Americans live paycheck to paycheck in the richest country on earth, the most wasteful country, ungrateful, inconsiderate, rude country. We have 4 out of 5 people living paycheck to paycheck. That's a fact.
It's a
Okay.
fact.
The most unhealthy and most in-debt country on the planet. But we make the most money. Woo! Whatever. So,
Mhm.
so you have to know the middle class has a mindset. I've got my house and I've got my job and I've got my car and my kids are going to go to college and they're going to get a good job when they grow up. And that's just the mindset. Now
Yeah,
she's
that's true.
retired and her kids live
Mhm.
wherever they live, and she just wants to make sure that when the good Lord calls her home, there's not going to
Mhm.
be a financial burden on her family. How are we going to solve that? Savings. If she has a savings, she's going to think that that's a good option, but it's actually not. And here's how we have to communicate that. You know, when people get older, unfortunately, as their health goes down before the end, they generally have a lot of hospital bills and medical bills. They might need a home health nurse. They might need to live in an assisted living facility. It's going to be way more expensive than where you live now. They may need to pay hospital bills, even if they have insurance. That's why your savings should be your savings and stay there. You can't depend on your savings going to cover your burial. Keep your savings. You should keep your savings. And I ask people, would you rather your savings pay for your burial or would you rather a policy do it? Oh, a policy. Most of the time they'll say a policy. Very rarely will they say my savings. And then you have to be able to go into the medical and the thing like, what if your savings typically when you get older it just gets
Mhm.
drained because of the medical stuff.
Of course, yes. For
So that's
everybody.
why that's why you're not telling them the answer, you're showing them why the answer is the answer.
Mhm.
If you're in my course room and you say, Griffin, what's the answer to this question? I will say, take a look at this book. But I don't understand. I'll say, ¿alguna palabra que no entendiste? And then when they clear the word, they understand. So
Sí.
I have to show
Mhm.
them the answer, not tell them the answer. I didn't know this when I very
Yeah.
first started. I was just good at slinging policies, and then they would cancel.
Mm.
But after I figured out that I need to help them see the answer,
Mhm.
then I would close a bunch of policies still,
Mhm.
but then I would retain them. They would
Okay.
keep the policy. They would not cancel the policy.
Okay.
So anyway, everything
Mhm.
I'm
That's
saying is
awesome.
I wish I'd
Yeah.
have known it the day I started, but
Mhm.
I'm pretty much done. It took a little longer than I expected, but this is my presentation. I basically covered everything.
Yes, it's
Like
true.
I have the script
Mhm.
or whatever. That's
Mhm.
just to help you not forget. Oh, has anyone ever told you the difference between term and whole life? Oh, by the way, do you want to do a funeral or cremation? Like that's what the script is for. The script is a guideline to have a conversation.
Okay.
You're going to ask questions and get the answer to those questions. And when I say the answer, I don't mean words coming out of their mouth. I mean the specific data that you requested being given to you so you know what you wanted to know. Like, does this dress make me look fat? Well, honey, I think you're so handsome. That would be a no answer. I asked if I look fat in this dress. Do I look fat? Yes or no? You look
Mhm.
fat, honey. You need to lose some weight. Oh, shit. Okay. And I know I need to lose
Better
weight.
the truth. I
Yeah.
prefer the truth.
But they're gonna people try to give you no answers or they try to,
Mhm.
oh, let's talk about this. And that's great that you want to talk about this, but let's talk about
Mhm.
this.
Okay.
Have you done the Success Through Communication course at the org?
No, but I will love to
Ooh.
do it.
That would be amazing. I love
Yes.
that course.
No, I need to do it. I'm going to finish this one. I'm taking organizational
Time
course.
management,
Yeah. So
beautiful.
the next one will be communication by sure.
Good. You should do it.
Mhm.
It's a lot of fun. It's a life-changing course.
Yes, I know that I need it. Yes.
Everyone needs it. It's a
Yes, I
part of
know.
life. It's a part of life.
Thank you, Griffin, and I
Yeah.
believe, yeah.
I'm sure you do a good job with
Mhm.
communicating.
Yeah.
No,
But
the thing, Margarita, is that in that course, it's not like we don't know how to communicate. It's that they show you and teach you specific things that
there's
will help
little
you a lot.
things that will
Mhm.
give
That
you
exactly
Mhm.
that we are not used to use or do. So Of course,
Mhm.
you know how to communicate because one of the things that you do that is really good is that you create a lot of
Affinity.
affinity with a person.
Okay.
Remember the triangle ARC?
Yes. Uh-huh.
And you
Reality.
have
Yeah. For
communication and
reality.
affinity.
Mhm.
And one of the good things that you have that is innato, that you
Mhm.
naciste con eso, is that you can build a lot of affinity with a person. And
Okay.
with that, you can have more reality and you can be in communication with that person,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I think I
So,
just had
but
a
this course
cognition.
is just, exactly, and this course is just going to improve more what you
It's
already
gonna
have.
Yes.
it's gonna help you
Okay.
with the communication and the reality. Because if you
Okay.
don't,
Exactly.
your affinity is great. It's a natural strength that you have.
Okay.
Now my
Mhm.
communication builds a realidad that can help them see the vision over the phone.
Yes. Mhm.
By the way, 99.9% of all my sales have been
Uh-huh.
no Zoom, no
Mhm.
picture,
Mhm.
just my voice.
That's awesome. I love that. That's great.
So in person, you have an advantage, but the disadvantage is the time.
Mhm.
The longer you put time into a thing, the less chance it has of working out.
Okay.
The longer that it takes to do something generally is not a good thing.
Okay.
If you're on a course, you should finish that course in 1 week.
Okay.
If you're on a course and it takes a year, it's going to suck. It's not
Yeah.
going to be a fun experience. Same with the presentation, same with the decision.
Got it.
Some decisions
Mhm.
take longer, like buying a house and stuff like that, or maybe buying a
Mhm.
car. But when we bought a car, I showed up to the dealership. Here's your car. Great. I got in the
Right.
car. I never even drove the car until I bought it.
Wow.
I did it all through a text,
Okay.
but that's because it took no time.
Mhm.
You know, I knew what I wanted. Here's what I want. Get it for me. The car had 5 miles on it when we got it. So I
Okay.
wasn't worried about whatever.
Mhm.
So anyway,
Gotcha.
the point is we're wrapping up here. We're basically done. But in finalizing this, I realized that I'm really good at the reality part
Yes.
and I'm good at the communication part. And by doing those so well,
Mhm.
their affinity throughout the call goes through the roof. Because
I like that.
in
I
their
want that.
mind, yeah,
Mm.
in their mind, they know that guy knows what he's talking about.
Exactly. Exactly. I want that.
I've
Mhm.
even had people where I felt like they didn't appreciate me
Mhm.
because because I can make $1,000 an hour.
That's awesome. I like
But
that.
here's the thing. But here's the
Mhm.
thing. I don't act like an asshole. I just keep that in my mind. Like I know what I'm doing. I'm the insurance doctor. I'm the one that has to help you with this. Oh, but we want to think about it. It's like, do you have something that's protecting your family right now? Yeah, I got the term insurance that you got me. Oh, good. That's
Mhm.
great that you have that, but that's going to expire. I'm sorry. It feels good to have it, and everybody should have it. And we all should have it.
Mhm.
But we need to cover your burial. Have
Yeah.
you ever, and this is the most important question you can ask somebody. It has to be asked on every call. Have you ever known somebody who lost somebody and they had to run around and figure out how they were going to pay for it? If they say yes, tell me about it. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. The pain has to
Es,
occur.
excuse me, Griffin. Aislinn, ¿puedes ayudarme en esa última parte? Porque esa sí no la entendí muy bien.
Sí, él dice que una de las preguntas que
Esa
también que
pregunta,
son muy
sí.
importantes es que si ha tenido experiencia de con alguien que conozca a alguien de que ha pasado por la situación de que, que haya muerto un familiar y tengan que salir corriendo a buscar plata,
Ah, ok,
porque no
ok, ya
tengan
entendí.
nada
Sí,
salvado,
exacto, exacto,
guardado.
sí. Sí,
If they
sí, sí, ok,
say,
ya
Entonces,
entendí.
si ellos dicen que sí, él
Ujú.
dice, en serio, háblame, dime qué
Ujú,
pasó, lo siento que hayas tenido que pasar por eso y hacerlos hablar porque de esa manera ellos pueden sentir el pain, el dolor y a partir de
sí,
allí puedes tener más realidad.
esa,
Okay.
sí, ya
Segunda
entendí.
parte. Segunda
Ya,
parte is if they say no, I don't know anyone who's taking care of this. I don't know anyone who's ever lost anybody. I would say, really? Nobody? Not a friend, a family member? Nobody? They'll say, no, no. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. You know what that means? All of them have this taken care of.
wow.
And that's what we're going to do for you today. We're going to take
Ujú,
care of this so your family doesn't have to.
ujú.
Because you
And
want
that's the
this to go to
truth.
your, because who do you
That's the
want to leave
truth.
the money to when the good Lord calls you home? And I say that because I come from a Christian household, Jesus Christ.
Ujú,
So I'll say, who do you want to leave the money to when the good Lord calls you home? That's in my script.
ujú.
They'll say, my son, Timmy. Wonderful. I know that Timmy is going to be really grateful that you got this for him.
Yes, of course.
Like, what's your
Ujú.
son's name?
George.
I know that George is going to be super grateful that you left this for him.
Yes, a responsible father and mom will do that. For that
Yeah.
reason, I want my insurance policy.
Boom. So,
Mhm.
you know, you can practice this with
Okay,
your husband.
exactly.
You can practice this with your son.
Mhm,
You can practice this with me, Aislinn,
mhm.
and you should make it very personal.
Okay.
And
Mhm,
honestly, here's the reason why we get paid really well. I'm going to
mhm.
just go over that really quick before we end off here.
Okay.
We get paid really well because this is an uncomfortable conversation to have.
Mm,
We
it's like
get
an
paid,
awakening.
yeah, we get paid really well because the insurance companies are the richest companies in the world.
Mm.
It is the most brilliant business model I have ever seen in my entire life. And these companies have so much money. Banks buy life insurance. Banks own billions with a B, like
Wow.
millones, like,
Hmm,
like, like huge numbers of life insurance, like Bank of America,
mhm.
$20 billion in
Oh my
life insurance.
God.
Wells
Dios
Fargo and
mío.
Chase Bank, between the three banks, they
Hmm,
own $60 billion of life insurance.
Dios
Now,
mío.
we are
Hmm,
an army that
mhm.
generates revenue for those companies, but 92% of the people, so if you have 100 people, 92% of the people that do our job will fail within 3 years.
Why?
They will not make it.
Mhm.
They will not be writing insurance after 36 months.
Oh,
Why?
Because of all the reasons. The job is difficult, the training is not good, they don't see success, they can't handle rejection, they don't work hard enough, they don't treat it like a profession. Um, they don't become a professional. They get out, they go do something else, they go get a job that pays them money every week and they feel stable. And they do the opposite of what this guy said to do,
mhm.
you know,
Oh, Kiyosaki. Yeah. I need to read that book.
in
Padre Rico,
Espanol.
Padre. I need to read that book. I'm going to buy
Yeah,
Kiyosaki. Yeah.
maybe we can let you borrow it. I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, like that those people were trained to go get a job and get paid and get their
Okay.
benefits and blah blah blah.
Okay.
And this job allows you to not have to do that.
Okay.
And so anyway, that's all I got. That's pretty much everything I wanted to share with you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Margarita,
I
do
hope
you
that
have any questions?
any questions.
No, lo que yo quiero decir, Aileen, es que me siento tan feliz porque es que con ustedes yo siento realidad. Siento que cada que Griffin me habla, cada frase estoy aprendiendo algo nuevo.
She said that she doesn't have a question, but she just wants to let you know that she feels really happy and she feels that every time that she talks to you, she's learning something. So she's
That's
very
Sí,
good.
grateful for that.
That's good.
como que eso era lo que yo necesitaba porque yo comencé hace como 3 años anteriormente, ¿cierto? Con lo que estaba haciendo, con término. Y hay muchas partes o sea, en las 2 veces que he hablado con Griffin, las 2 veces he captado información que nunca antes me habían explicado. Entonces ahí está el
Oh.
error. Y yo soy una persona muy fácil para que me digan, Margarita, no hagas esto, y yo entiendo y empiezo ya a hacerlo bien,
Mm.
¿cierto?
She said that.
En los negocios para mí es muy importante como que me digan esto no se hace para entonces yo continuar a hacerlo bien porque realmente eso es lo que la gente está necesitando y uno para el negocio. So, me encanta
Wow.
que vayan al punto y me expliquen bien para yo poderlo hacer bien.
She said that in the company that she was before that. ¿Tú pasaste 3 años en esa compañía o eso fue hace 3 años?
Sí, no, yo lo que le quiero decir a Griffin es que yo llevo en término más de 3 años.
Ah,
Y hay
vendiendo
muchas
término.
cosas que nunca me habían explicado como lo que él me está explicando hoy y que de seguro los clientes estaban buscando y que yo no les podía ofrecer. Y ahora sé por qué, porque él me lo acaba de explicar. Justamente ahora en una hora me explicó todo y yo con razón.
Claro. She said that she has been selling term for 3 years, and you in 1 hour you just told her information that she didn't get before. So it's very valuable that, and now for her makes sense. Like, oh, that's why maybe she couldn't
Yeah.
sell
And I'll
something
tell
because
you,
she
Exacto.
was missing information.
Sí,
yeah,
por eso era que antes era tan difícil, porque no es fácil. Con clientes que lo que buscan es
yeah.
encontrar la solución al problema de qué va a pasar si vivo mucho, que ese es el miedo que tienen las personas.
I just want you to know I
Oh,
spend a lot of time, and thank you for sharing that.
Ujú,
I spend a lot of time training even to this day, and I've been doing that for
sí,
7 years. I
wow.
recently listened to a video that I shared with Ryan and other people that I know to listen to
Ujú,
it because the man that I'm studying, he makes about $1 million a year, doing
wow.
this. He lives in
Imagine that.
Miami. He lives in Miami.
Wonderful.
He lives in Miami. He's been doing
Ujú,
it about the same amount of time as I do, but he works about 80 hours a week, 90 hours a
ujú,
week, 100 hours a
ujú,
week, and he's the best
sí.
producer. Have you ever heard of Family First Life?
No, no before. Family First Life, no before.
Familia de primero
Ajá.
de vida?
Sí, la familia primero.
Yeah, they're a huge
From a
company.
quotation for life, yes, family first.
FFL.
Ajá.
Well, they have $1 billion company.
Ujú.
He's their number one producer. I study him. And I
That's
agreed with
awesome.
pretty much everything I heard him say in this video. And so I would send the video to you guys, and it gives you an idea of how to operate in every piece, every place of the business. As a builder, as a salesperson,
Ujú,
everything
wow.
like that. So the
Yeah.
thing I would tell you that I want to say is that I think that, what we have to do is train properly. We have to put in the right amount of time and
Okay.
do lots of presentations, try to
Ujú,
present to somebody every single day and try
okay.
to get to where you can do 5, 10, 15. Really, you want to that if you want to make thousands of dollars a week, you need to be
Exacto.
doing 30 presentations a week. If you want to
Okay.
make thousands of dollars per week,
Ujú,
if
okay.
you want to make that, like right now, I can make about 20,000, 30,000 a month working.
That's awesome. That's beautiful. My
Yeah.
goodness.
And
Mm-hmm.
so, we have the ability to do better always. And
Mm-hmm.
the baby.
David is teaching us how to make about a
I
hundred
love
thousand.
I love that from you guys. I just love the fact that you guys do everything and I can feel the happiness, the easiness, and with the baby. And that
Yeah,
baby is that I love
yeah.
you, Luna.
David
Luna.
Price in our company he tries to teach agents how to make $100,000 a month because
Wow.
he said you guys don't realize how close you are to being able to make $100,000 a month. He made
Yes.
his first $1 million within his first 3 years of the business.
Oh my
So he's
goodness.
my direct upline.
My
Wow.
God.
So I am direct to
That's
David.
awesome.
David
Okay.
is the guy over the entire thing. So the Price is his last name.
Okay. That's the reason of the name. Okay. David
Yeah, the
Price.
Price
Okay.
Group is David Price.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
but I'm just saying, like, I'm direct to him and I learned from him. But the last thing, really that we should do is try to get you a schedule.
Okay.
Um, because you have
Yes.
two very important carriers now.
Mhm. Okay.
Hold on.
Yes, I want to do that. Yo necesito hacer eso, Aislinn. Hacer eso, ponerme un horario y decir, aquí estoy todas las tardes haciendo llamadas
sí,
y programarme así, porque Aislinn, esa es mi meta. O sea, yo pienso es, mira, ahorita ya tengo mi hija que va a entrar a la universidad y luego viene ya el otro hijo que va a entrar a la universidad. Entonces tú sabes que es maravilloso para mí poder decir, oh, estoy ahorrando este dinero para tu universidad, no te preocupes, o yo te voy a poder seguir ayudando. Para mí ellos son lo
claro,
primero.
claro,
Exacto. Y no hay otra
totalmente.
manera de poder estar en casa ayudándolos a ellos con su psicología, con su alma, con su bienestar, teniendo mamá, porque no me quiero ir a un trabajo afuera que me paguen $12 la hora y estar todo el día por fuera y no saber qué pasa con ellos. No soy capaz.
Exacto.
Y yo estaba hace mucho tiempo pidiendo por algo así,
Qué
pero
bueno.
sí, gracias a Dios. Lo que le quería también decir a Griffin es que yo tuve dos visitas la semana pasada con dos
Ujú,
personas que yo les ayudé a sacar la licencia también este año y que
ujú.
también lo que yo quiero es ya de hoy, desde hoy en adelante, ponerle más tiempo a el grupo Primes para poder tener el conocimiento suficiente para poder traerme esas dos personas conmigo, que
Ah, tú
serían
dices
Néstor
como
y
parte
Laura.
de tu tiempo, de tu
Sí,
team. Ah,
exacto,
genial.
exacto.
Ok.
Entonces, que sería, bueno, Néstor y Laura, y ellos tienen otra persona que habían ayudado a sacarle la licencia, que es Álvaro, ¿cierto? Bueno, y si no son ellos, serían las otras personas que tengo, que sería Nara, no sé, yo le tenía una pregunta a él, no sé si ella tiene la licencia de la Florida, pero ella necesita estar otros 3 meses en Colombia. Yo no sé si ella pudiera empezar y estar haciendo entrenamiento mientras regrese. Ella ya tiene la licencia de vida y de anualidades.
Okay, so Griffin, basically, Margarita has like two friends that she can. Are you there?
I'm listening.
Ujú,
Okay,
ujú,
so she has two friends that she can put her on like in the team with you, like
ujú.
working for the price group. That is Laura and Nestor. But also she have another friend that is she's in Colombia right now. She already have a license, but she will stay in Colombia like 3 months. There is a possibility that this friend that is in Colombia start the training while she's getting back to United States.
She doesn't need to be in the United States to sell. She can sell it from Colombia just like she can sell here.
Ok, y ella, yo le ayudé a sacar la licencia y ella solamente tiene que hacer igual que yo su continuing education y ya ella estaría lista.
Ah, bueno,
Solo que solo habla español.
she helped her to get the license, and the only thing that she needs to do is the continuing education. The only thing that she just speaks Spanish.
That's fine. See, we need to train Margarita really well and perfectly and consistently, and then she can train anyone who only speaks Spanish. Also, I'll be bringing Roro on. Rodolfo, I don't know his last name, but
Ujú.
he's about to get his license. And
Lopez,
Lopez, we
Ah,
could
qué
put
Adolfo
him on your
bueno,
Lopez.
team. He's
qué
bilingual. His
bueno.
English is phenomenal.
Ah, qué bueno.
But
Ay,
he's
qué
got to
bueno.
learn. But as we build a team, and there are Hispanic agents who only sell in Spanish at the price group. They're not on my team, but that's okay. We don't need them to be, in order to get the job done.
Ok.
It's really not a problem. Iceland has actually successfully sold policies over the phone. Her first time was in 2020, and she's
Ok,
continued to
wow.
do so. But yeah, so she's been around me and she's heard me do this and but she's done it herself without me in Spanish. So um,
That's awesome.
we will take care of it. It's not a problem. We can actually have you reach out to me through email with contracting
Ujú.
because now that you have a carrier, we want to get contracting to work on getting your people contracted.
Ok.
So now that you have contracts, so contracting. Oh, my keyboard's off. Okay, there we go. So
Aislinn, entonces yo ahorita, por ejemplo, puedo hacer AFLAC y hay como una página web, ¿cierto? Que yo puedo entrar para poder llenarle los formularios a los clientes.
Do you think that she's asking if Aflac has like a website where she can go and do the application for the clients?
yeah, it's going to be in the email that they sent you that said welcome.
Ok, necesito ver eso. I need to see that. Sí.
Tiny, 1 second, tiny URL. Hi team,
Look at this.
we get Margarita.
Ay, no, es que es fascinante. Yo estaba ahorita hablando con mi hija que está acá conmigo de Luna. Ya
Mira, ¿tú
ella se
crees
dio,
que,
ya ella se
sabes
dio
que el
cuenta que yo
sábado,
estaba enamorada de Luna, de la Pepa.
sabes que el sábado tenemos este gran evento que es a las 4 de la tarde? ¿Tú quieres traer a tu familia o tienen ya algo
Sí.
planificado ese día?
Bueno, imagínate que yo les dije que como esta semana tomé tanto tiempo, tuviste que estaba tan ocupada, claro,
Sí.
atendiendo tantas cosas y ya porque quiero ya como concentrarme ya en lo de Griffin y estar juiciosa con produciendo e involucrando a las personas, que yo les dije que no, o sea, yo los quisiera invitar, pero es que ellos tienen una salida en bote. Pero
Ah,
yo les dije que es que en verdad no quería tomar más tiempo y que yo quería estar como el sábado por el aniversario y todo esto. Y le estaba también comentando a mi hija que estaba feliz escuchándome porque es que han sido muchos los beneficios que yo he recibido de la organización. Aislinn, yo te tengo que algún día hablar como contigo 10 minuticos para yo compartir contigo que hasta mi salud, o sea, como mi vitalidad y todo ha mejorado tanto, Aislinn. No sé qué es.
wow.
No sé qué es, pero yo digo que son todos ustedes, o sea, la energía positiva, el
Sí,
buen
es eso.
ambiente, el sentirme que es que es tan bonito porque hasta haciendo las cartas me siento como, Dios mío, estoy invirtiendo un tiempo que está ayudando a otras personas. El mero hecho de conocer que estoy ayudando personas me da energía, me da vida, me da
Es
salud.
eso. Es eso.
Y
Cuando se
puedes creer
trabaja
que
con
me
un
hace falta,
propósito.
sí, es el propósito.
Claro.
Entonces puedes creer que me hace falta estar allá y claro, hacer
Mira, sí, se viene que sí.
mi voluntariado con usted, ¿no? Y es fantástico porque no
Bueno,
sé por qué,
perfecto.
yo no miro mucho mi banco. En verdad tengo que
Ajá.
aprender a ser más juiciosa mirando mi banco, pero es tan gracioso que cada que lo miro aparece Scientology y aparece que me envían dinero. Yo, y yo, Dios mío, es la primera organización de la que yo no doy, sino que recibo.
Sí, no, bueno, tú das cuando vas y estás
Es
con tu tiempo con
gracioso.
nosotros ayudándonos, ese es el
Mm,
intercambio.
sí,
Y
sí,
obviamente no es mucho, porque la idea es que tú puedas estar con nosotros tiempo completo para que por lo menos veas un poquito más, pero mientras llegamos a ese nivel, bueno,
sí,
ahí
sí,
vas recibiendo aunque sea un poquito.
exacto. Entonces,
Pero,
no.
bueno, chévere que te va a tener el sábado porque definitivamente cuando son eventos así grandes,
Ujú.
le llamamos eventos internacionales y se necesita mucha ayuda.
Ok,
Entonces,
qué
por
bueno.
ejemplo, yo probablemente vaya a tener a la bebé sin ayuda, entonces voy a necesitar la ayuda tuya, la de Andrés.
Perfecto, qué bien.
Los sábados cuando hay eventos así grandes, es un poquito más de caos. Pero es
Ujú,
chévere porque también está todo el mundo arreglando, la org,
ujú,
entonces hay una energía súper chévere.
exacto.
Sí,
Entonces te participo esto de que, claro, mañana voy a estar con ustedes y mi familia pues ya organizó esta salida que van a salir en bote porque está la familia del esposo de ella y ella también con mi familia. En todo caso, sí la voy a invitar para que esté con nosotros
ujú,
y yo sí voy a estar mañana. O sea, no los invito a ellos porque ya me dijeron que tenían planes, pero yo sí voy a estar
claro.
mañana y
Ok,
entonces voy a confirmar la llamada con Juni, con Ahmed y la tercera persona que tenía era Alexa Machado, que la voy a contactar para que ella pueda también a participar mañana si puede. Entonces yo te dejo saber
buenísimo.
cuando llegue hoy.
Perfecto,
Ujú.
perfecto, está bien. A ver, hoy te veo yo también en la org,
Sí,
Margarita.
exacto,
Perfecto,
sí. Ujú.
perfecto. Bueno, I need to put on bed this lady because she's already tired. But
Sí.
there is anything else, Griffin, that you need from me?
No, thank you so much, everybody.
Okay.
Gracias,
Bueno,
Griffin.
Margarita,
Thank
I
you.
see you later. And if you
Ujú.
have any questions, if something comes into your mind, so just let us
Ajá.
know.
Oh,
Perfecto,
Margarita,
muchas gracias.
Aislinn, you can go, okay? Thank you so
Sí.
much. Okay.
Yeah.
Margarita, before you go, please do me a favor. Share your screen. I'll share my screen really quick. And
Okay.
I want to pull up my website, which I want you to make sure you get these agents to take
Okay.
action immediately. And the way that we do that is by sending them the site that we made. Um, which hold on here.
Okay.
So let's say we go take this site.
I
You have
remember.
them
Yeah.
complete this. You see the
Okay.
verde?
Okay.
So they should go click on this and
Mhm.
completaría this right here.
Okay.
This will give
Mhm.
us, you and me, what they need to get contracted for the ones who
Mhm.
have their license, like Laura.
Like, yes.
She needs to
Like
feel
Nara,
this,
Laura, y Nestor.
and then we
Mhm.
can get them contracted. Now, you're at 100, so I
That's
think you should put
awesome.
her at 90.
Okay. Mhm.
So I don't, she's gonna put her compensation. What was her compensation?
She was in 50.
50?
Yeah, 50%.
And she
She
had to
and
buy her own
Nestor.
leads?
Um, no, she is doing like by referrals with her family, with her friends, and now she getting this level that is hard to get like referrals or contact people that by herself. Contacting people by herself is really difficult for her to.
Okay, you
No
make the
leads.
decision. You make the decision on what you want to put her at. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe you should put her at 85 or 90, you know,
Got it. Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
that she's going to put where she was, and
Mm-hmm.
then you're going to determine after she does this,
Okay.
she doesn't need to put, you actually could fill this out for her.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to fill out everything, from there. But everything she needs would be in
Mm-hmm.
English or Spanish,
I
and
will
then she can go
be.
through
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and prepare just like you did, and obtain
Okay.
contraction. We have training on how to fill out like the AFLAC, for example. You go
Okay.
here and we click on AFLAC, and I
Mm-hmm.
click on this. This is why I have Chrome. You see why I have Chrome?
Yes.
Watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what my password is. I forgot. But Chrome knows. I
Mm-hmm.
click it. I'm in. It texts me a code. I go to my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Nada. Nope, no code. I don't know what's taking so long, but anyway, usually it arrives. You just get in there and you can fill out the app.
Okay.
It's very
That's not
easy.
a problem. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
And we can do like tutorials with Aflac online, right?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yeah.
Um, but other than that, I think we're all set.
Mm-hmm. I will do
Um,
that through the wiki, like see my email from Aflac, follow the instructions, do the tutorial, be ready. I will let you know if I have some questions, but I'm going to work in the website that you gave me with Nara, Laura, y Nestor.
okay. And by the
Yeah.
way, and I'll stop the recording here.